What's up everyone, RyFX here. Today I'm going to do a review on the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Ed 209 from the great movie Robocop. I watched this movie I don't know how many times when I was younger, and yeah, I absolutely loved it. I wasn't gonna get this guy originally. I was just gonna go for Robocop, but I saw a little deal somewhere and I decided to pick him up. So yeah, here's the front of the box. We have a picture of Ed 209. I believe it's the actual figure itself, actually, because I don't think Ed 209 had these this little rod in the middle like that in the movie, and I think the dome in the movie is a little bit different. I think there's two models on the, I believe in the movie. There's a big model and then there's a stop motion model. Every time you would see Ed 209 move, that was a stop motion model, and I believe the dome was a little bit different in the stop motion model. It was a little bit squished, a little bit smaller. And then when they would go into the big model, the 1/1 scale model, the dome would be bigger. So I think this is mostly based on the stop motion model, except it has as much detail as the 1/1 scale model. But yeah, so yeah, I believe this is the figure itself that you're seeing on the box, and this is the MMS 204, and then it has Ed 209 in chrome there, 1/6 scale collectible figure, and then Robocop Hot Toys movie masterpiece. And then it has kind of like that, I don't know what you call it, but yeah, if you could see, I have no idea what that's called, that pattern. And then right here it says MMS 204, Ed 209, 1/6 scale collectible figure. It has a pattern, and it has like a blue under there, or kind of a steel, I guess. And then shows Hot Toys Presents, and it just shows the credits, cast, crew, choking hazard, and then the same thing see on the other side. And then we'll go bottom of the box. There's nothing. Whoops, put my arm in there. And then the top of the box. And that is the box. Now let's get into the figure. Alright, here's the Ed 209 figure. It comes in quite a few pieces when you first get it, because it's pretty big. The arms and the legs are all detached from the main body. So yeah, you get 5 pieces as far as there. And then you have the battle damaged arm. When Robocop pulls this arm to this arm and then blows that up, and yeah, and then you have a remote to activate the voice box that it has inside. So let's take a look at the battle damaged arm. You have a ball joint here, and then a ratchet joint here. I just love the detail that they put on this thing. Just look at that. Just the way they do the wires. And then, like this, all this is not metal, it's all plastic. But they do different shades, so it looks like it's different pieces of metal. Just look at this. When I rotate it, you just see different shades. Really nice. And then we'll go lower, and then you can see how it's all burned up here. Really cool. And then all the wires on the inside. Just look at all that. It looks like it's actually been damaged. Just really cool. Just a really nice piece. And we'll go into the remote here. Just says Robocop, and then right here on the B and O is a button to activate it, the voice box. And it says FCC. It comes with batteries. You see that little slit there? It has a little tab where you just pull it out. So it comes with the batteries for this remote. But the Ed 209 itself, it needs batteries that you need to pick up. It just takes 3 AAA, I believe. And yeah, all you have to do is put the switch on, and then you see the light. I don't have the Ed 209 on right now, so yeah. So put that away. Get back to this figure. I believe I'll go closer so you can see. Now here's a closer up video of the figure. If you look at the dome here, this is all a rubber type material. You really want to make sure that you keep this thing away from the elements, the dust, really the sunlight too, because it will things will just eat away at this if you're not careful. So yeah, keep it well protected if you decide to buy this guy. Can't pressure that enough, or recommend that enough. But yeah, I believe they use a same or certain kind of material just like this for the original model. So yeah, glad they at least kept it like the original. So that's pretty cool, I guess. And then we see the mouth here. You see the wires on the inside. Really cool how they did that. Take a look here, the side. Just love how they did this. Can kind of see the screws, all fake screws. It's like a nut type screw. You just see all of it all over the figure, and it just provides really nice amount of detail to it. Just look at it under there, and then look at the arm here. Just look at all those wires there. Really incredible how they got that done. And then you can see his missile launcher part. I have it. You could slide it down and in if you want. It's really cool how they did that. Let me show you again. Push it up, and these missiles come out as well. You have to put them in. It doesn't automatically. It's not automatically in the figure. And then this will come off as well. I think that's like a targeting system. And then you just see the wires on his gun here. It's really cool. They got the detail. Then we see right here some wires. I guess not sure what that is. Not really an expert on Ed 209 here. But yeah, really cool. And let's look at the legs. If you could see the bottom of the foot here, you could see wires on the foot. I really love how they did the legs. And yeah, it's really cool how they did the feet and the legs here. It looks worn and battle damaged here a little bit. It's really cool how they did that. You could bend it up. It's really cool. This is the under. That's what it looks like under. Great amount of detail all over this thing. Take a look here. Let's see if I could get y'all to see that. Dangerous substances. Caution for use with information technology equipment. Poor material. Oh, okay. It's in a different language there. I was about to read that. But yeah. Just really cool. They have that detail. And then down there it has like a warning. I cannot read that. It's way too small for me. And too small for my camera as well. Just look at all that. And here's the legs. Just like when you first see Ed 209 activate in the movie, when that guy holds that gun at Ed 209, tells him drop your weapon, and then it just activates, and then this pops down like out like this, and then it just kind of shoots up. So yeah, if you want to push up the leg, you kind of have to just, yeah, that was pretty loud, but you could see how it's going up, and it could keep going too. Just don't want them to fall on me, so I'm going so slow. And you just keep clicking it like that until you can get all the way up pretty much. And you just put him down back to where he was, and you just close that. It's really cool how they did the legs. So on the top here, you see, like, I guess that's exhaust or something. So yeah. And here's more of the legs. It's really nice how they did this piece. I think in the movie it was more chrome. I know it looks a lot lighter in the camera, but in person it's a lot darker. In the movie it's a lot lighter, I believe, as far as there. But yeah, you see how it just went straight up dark. I guess it's just kind of the lighting, I guess. Maybe in the movie it was just better lighting. It just showed up a lot lighter. So yeah, see different hydraulics here, and the legs pretty much exactly the same as the other side. So yeah. Then you see all the wires here on the arm. So yeah, pretty cool. See the gun right there. I just love this guy. He had some great scenes in the movie. Oh, I forgot to show you where the batteries go. So you want to put batteries, whoops, in this guy. See right there, screw. That's where you put your batteries. It's under his dome area. And then if you want to flick it on, there's a switch right there. And yeah, that's how you know it's activated. It's a really nice touch. Hot Toys. Really nice. So, let's try the voice activation feature. Flick it on, and let's go. You can tell he's moving his legs and stuff. That one.
Please put down your weapons. You have 20 seconds to comply.
If you can't tell, that is not the original voice and sound from the movie. Well, the sounds, you know, that sound you hear. Okay, yeah, that sounds like an exact sound from the movie. But the voice itself is what I'm talking about. You could tell that's not the same voice from the movie. I'm sure they had Hot Toys themselves had a reason not to use that voice. I don't know if it's the actor who did the voice, the licensing. They didn't want to. I guess they would have to pay him to do the voice. So in order to get out of that, they had to do their own voice. But the thing is, if you can't tell, the person who's doing the voice does not. You could tell the person English. You could tell English is not his first language. So yeah, it's kind of disappointing to me to kind of hear that, seeing as, you know, this movie is made in America and this toy is being sold in America and probably being sold a lot more here in America. You would think that they would have gotten someone who speaks English first and then had them do it. You know, with the voice modulator or voice changer that they have to go with the voice. If you can't tell, the person who originally did the voice of this guy, he used like a voice changer, obviously. So they could have got pretty much anybody who speaks English first and then, you know, did that. So yeah, anybody who you know, loves the movie, heard that 1,000 times, you could really tell that, yeah, it's not even close to the same thing as far as just the way this guy sounds. Yeah, trying not to hate on it too bad.
You now have 15 seconds to comply.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the other one.
You are in direct violation of Penal Code 113, Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1. are now authorized to use physical force.
And yeah, that clip right there was a very good example of what I was talking about. Or yeah. So I wish they got someone who spoke English first to do this. It would have made it a lot better and more acceptable. So yeah. Not saying, you know, having English as a second language is a bad thing or anything. I'm just saying, you know, the voice should have been, you know, someone who spoke English first, or at least could pronunciate and, you know, the words a lot better. So yeah. See, is there another one? No, that's it. But yeah, the sounds on in the figure, those sound like direct sounds from the movie. And then of course you could hear the people screaming. I'm sure that's from the movie as well. I mean, they got the voice changer down, you know, but the guy, whoever they got, yeah, not too great. So I want to do some articulation with them. So if I can, let's see. So here's some articulation. You go all the way up like that. Here's articulation. It's forward, and then let's go all the way back. That's about as back as he goes. Or wait, oh, he was caught. Never mind. So, and that's as back as he goes. He could go pretty far back. Could probably do a 360 if his dome was not in the way. So we'll do some foot. Just goes up like that and goes back like that. This goes up and that goes up like that. And I pretty much showed you the leg already, how that works, at least the rail area. So now do some arm articulation. Go all the way up there. And then all the way down there. And as far as back goes there. It's not going to be a huge difference. And then there. And then as far as his like elbow, I guess, if you want to call it that, go all the way backwards almost. Yep. See that? Really nice. Good amount of motion there. And then his gun rotates like so. And it rotates like so. Very cool. Want him to fall over on me. And then he has these flaps. Go down like that. And they could go all the way up to there. I like them like this. So, as far as his head, that does not move at all. So yeah, as far as articulation goes, that's about it. So yeah, in the conclusion of my video, sorry I couldn't put the box behind him, but this dude's huge. Not as big as the the 1989 Batmobile or anything like that, but he's still big. So I love the detail on this guy. Obviously, he has good range of motion, actually, as well, and he's really accurate to the movie from what I see. The battle damage arm is a really nice touch as well, and I think they did a wonderful job on this guy. The only problem is that voice modulator or whatever. Not modulator, I guess it's a voice box, let's just call it that. Yeah, that was, they should have got someone else to do that. I don't know why they got that person. I'm sure they could have found anyone, or just got somebody from MGM to send them something, or someone who actually worked on the movie just to send them something, or just have anybody else who speaks English first just to do the voice in the voice changer and record it, and it could have sounded a lot better than that. So yeah, so that's the real downside of this guy. I think he ran around almost $400 when he first came out, and he has gone down significantly since then, since his first release, because yeah, Robocop is kind of a really old movie, and everyone really wants Robocop instead of Ed 209 here, and the voice box is not exactly anything worthwhile to go over, so it kind of hurts the value of this figure. So I got this guy for $230, I believe. So yeah, should you go for this guy? Well, if you're a big fan of the movie, you loved Ed 209, you thought that was Robocop's rival, and you could deal with the voice thing, then yeah, go for it. If you could get it for around $200, I think you should go for it. But if he's not really your thing, and you're just looking for that perfect Hot Toys figure, you just want perfection all around, well, if you're going solely for detail, I think this would be alright for you. But if the voice box is part of your situation, then no. Then no. I'm sorry. Still love this guy. I'm not going to be listening to that voice probably ever again, unfortunately. So yeah, that remote is going back in the box. But yeah, I still like him, still cool, and he's gonna go great with my Robocop when that comes in. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye bye.